Hi, I'm Elizabeth Sedlacek, and I'm the Director of Operations here at Contact Point 360. The one thing I can share that's really important to me is growing up, you know, in good times, bad times, I always had my parents that would listen to me, no matter what it was, and they're actually here. They would listen to me whether it was work-related or personal, but it was really my mom who was the backbone of our family, and she always would say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I know we've all heard that term, and I used to be annoyed at it, like, what the heck is she saying? And now I get it, because it's all about you want to move forward in your life, or you're going to just stay in a backward mode. And you know, she had a lot of hardships in her life, and none of us ever knew as kids, but she's just always a very positive woman, and like everybody loved her. All my friends, everybody came, you know, to our house and stuff. But bottom line is, she was always there to talk about all of the hardships. You need to move forward, give me different perspective. And I think that taking away that, I hope everybody has someone like that in their life, because she, to me, is the definition of resilience.
Hi, I'm Dilip Nair. I am a Senior Director with Allied Solutions, responsible for the customer service delivery for Allied out of Canada. I can share something personal. I am in an industry which, for all practical purposes, functions so much on good communication. But I used to stutter for almost 22 years of my life, and it was an incredibly difficult phase, not because you had no idea how you would ever get over it, but more because you had so many things that you wanted to say but you didn't, only because it would probably be embarrassing, or it may just put all the focus on you and your issues. So that was incredibly challenging, and it wasn't something that just stayed with me for, you know, the initial part of my childhood. It pretty much stayed all throughout, and it just got worse. And so I was at a point in life where I was constantly looking for opportunities where you are not required to talk. Because it's very natural for me to gravitate to those kind of job opportunities, or I still wanted to have a good career, was fairly ambitious, but was very conscious of this drawback. Is when I gravitated to becoming a chef. I excelled at it. I thought it's the perfect job for me, because I'm in the background and I have to not interact as much. So it was right up my alley. But then, you know, for whatever reasons, I just felt that I was not being true to myself, and I wanted to really try to self-teach myself out of it. And so towards the fag end of my college days, and even, you know, the early part of my career, even in the kitchen, I tried to teach myself to speak properly, as to what are the words that I should avoid phonetically, so that I won't stammer. I worked on my breathing. I spoke incessantly with myself, and over a period of time made little progress. But the tipping point for me was that when I decided to leave hotels, I thought, what is the job opportunity that I should go after? And I went straight into a contact center, because I thought it was time that I confront my shortcomings as opposed to just living with them. So I had a fantastic time. I stammered and stuttered through my initial maybe 200 calls, but it got better, and I'm very thankful to the organization that gave me the opportunity with that. And always remains very, very special. But I'm so glad I made that change, because had I not, I'd probably continued to be that person who's extremely conscious of the handicap and not doing anything about it. I don't think I would have been half of the leader that I am had I not confronted that problem.
My name is Gary Abel. I'm the Director of Operational Support for International Customer Care Services Incorporated. I think the best story that I could have for resiliency, especially for the GTACC, would be talking about how resilient the industry, the call center industry, has become over the last few years. There have been technological changes are consistently happening through the things. There's legislative changes, as well as basically adapting to the new consumers' needs. So to me, the best example of resiliency is how the call center industry, specifically in Canada, has adapted to all of these changes at this particular point in time and has still come out on top and is constantly improving to provide better services to its clients, its customers, and of course the millennial generation, which seems to be the buzzword that everybody's catering to these days.